Good morning everyone, and welcome back to another video. Now this is something very different because I'm actually bringing this video to you from the banks of a lake in France. Now it's the first time I've been out here, and this is actually the second day. So we arrived yesterday. I'll put some footage up on screen now. Well, welcome back to another video. Something very different is happening this time because Terry and I are in the van and we're heading off to the ferry terminal to head on over to France. My first
the roundabout onto the slip road.
That's staying in the vlog. Yeah, it's my first ever fishing trip to France. That was quite funny actually. But yeah, please like, subscribe. I'll probably split this up into two videos. We're there for a week. I've never been to France before. First trip, first time. Let's see what's going to happen. But you're coming with me. Like I say, like and subscribe. Let's go. And this is us coming over. We actually drove to Portsmouth, got the ferry from Portsmouth to Caen, and then drove, I think it was about 2.5 hours, just down past Paris, to a place called, I think this place that we're at here is just outside of a place called Maintenon. The actual place is like called Pierres, something like that. And we're actually fishing a lake on the majestic Carp, which is called Marinerie, Lac Marinerie. This is technically a French runs water. I mean, I don't want to say that because I don't want people to think that it's going to be easy. Apparently it's not a difficult lake, but I've not had anything as of yet. But Callum, who I'm with, did actually have a couple out last night, so I'll put them on screen now. He had a common ghostie, real nice common ghostie that was a low 20, followed by a sturgeon, which was also a low 20. I'm not just with Callum, I'm also with Dave and Terry. There's 4 of us on. This is a 6-acre lake with 5 swims on, and there's 4 of us fishing. There's a lodge up in Terry's swim. It's got like a kitchen area, microwave, sink. There's also like a couple of bedrooms with beds in. There's a shower, toilet, that sort of thing. Just basic sort of stuff, but things that are going to be ideal over the course of the week. We are here for the week, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, what goes on, and of course I will bring you every catch as and when we do catch them. Now I think the biggest in here is about 62 pounds. Apparently there's loads of 30s in there, the odd 40, the odd 50, and obviously that's 60. There's a few sturgeon, a few koi, and yeah, I'm also going to do another video of explaining to people, if they've never been to France before, what they can expect, what my experience was like, so that if anybody is thinking about coming to France before and just doesn't know how to do it or whatever, I'll explain to you how we've done it, and hopefully you can take something away with you from that. And hopefully that'll give you the confidence, if you want to come fishing to France, to go, you know what, he's done it, why can't we? So here are the gates. Obviously it's all locked up, nice and safe, big old gates. We were waiting outside there to come in here. We couldn't get on till 2. We were a little bit early, but we went to the supermarket, went for a Burger King, and then made our way down here. And then the lady called Virginia, who runs this place, met us outside, let us in, and then we were met with obviously the driveway and the lake. Now, say this is a 6-acre lake. It's got 5 swims on. It's a real nice quiet area actually. You don't hear much road traffic, but yeah, you can obviously park up here. That is solar panels right there, so that I think is used for the hot water, and obviously the electricity. They use that to obviously operate the electricity in the lodge. And now this is the area that she sort of sat us down and greeted us in. We had some pellet, some maize that we bought from these guys on site. She also gave us a present. These are 20mm hypnotic baits. Now, I don't really know, I've not heard of them before. I'm guessing they're a French company. But she said to me these were like a pineapple flavour. They're obviously just bottom bait boilies, but I've smelt them and they don't really smell of pineapple. They do smell fruity, but yeah, we've all got a pack of them each. And then this is Terry's swim here. So I say I'll do a full sort of like look at the lodge in another video. But yeah, the sun is coming down here. Nice. Terry's got his rods out here. He's got all his stuff here set up there. And then obviously It's got a nice area. He's not going to get all muddy up here, is he? It's got a nice area to sit and do what he's got to do. And he's got all this water up here to fish in as well, which is quite nice. Like I say, there's a quick look at the lodge, but full video coming out on that soon. And then if I come around here, you've got a barbecue area. You've got like a little pontoon. Yeah, this is the lake itself. And it's all quite, oh, Callum's over in my swim, waving. I don't know if you can see him over there. Now this here is the road. I say road. This is the way you can drive round to get to your swims down here. And there are absolutely loads of lakes around this area. There's just the other side of that fence. There's a lake right there. There's no swims along there though. But this area that we are, it's just jam-packed for the lakes. I'll put a picture up on screen now so you guys can just see how many lakes are around the area. But yeah, we found this. Like I say, if you go onto Majestic Carp, just Google Majestic Carp, they've got 20, 25 lakes, and you can just go on there, read about them, book them. And yeah, I think Callum sorted this trip out. So we didn't want to go anywhere that was too difficult. And I say that like that because it's fishing, isn't it? You know, you can say that it's an easy lake, but fishing's fishing. If the fish don't want to feed, they don't feed, whatever. So yeah, you know what fishing's like. But anyway, let's take you down this road. You've got the horses over here, or I must say, I did get corrected. They're not horses, they're ponies. Or maybe one of them was a horse, one of them a pony, I don't know. But you've got an electric fence, which Callum wants me to touch for the vlog. I'm not going to do that. And then obviously, the horses there. I think one's called Honeymoon and the other one's called Dallas. But they're no bother. And you have got a swim here, which we've left free because you're sort of pinned in down here. Oh, bloody hell. You're pinned in down here. Obviously 3 rods, you probably, I don't know, maybe chuck one down there, one out there and one out there, or 2 over there. It's quite snaggy up here. Now this is my swim. This is almost sort of like the point swim. So as you look at the lake, this is sort of like, well, on a point I guess, but there's so much water. With nobody being in that swim to my right, I've got so much water out in front of me. The boys were good enough to let me, we didn't do a draw for swims. The boys were good enough to just sort of say, oh, where do you want to go? And we'll sort of work it out, which we did, which was nice. So again, no pressure. But yeah, again, I'll go through where I'm fishing and what I'm doing and my approach and rigs and all that sort of stuff later. And we'll head on over to Dave's swim. There's Callum, the boy, morning. Having a morning apple juice. Right, Dave is still asleep, so I'm not going to be too loud here. Now this isn't actually a swim, but she did say she's happy for us to fish here because people do, but look at it, it's nice. It's real quiet and peaceful. And Dave's fishing towards the back there. And then here's the where we had some food last night. Barbecue, social area. Sort of like the middle point of our 3 swims, and then you've got Callum's swim down here. So Callum's had 2, he's had a carp, a sturgeon and a roach. So at the moment the fish are being caught down this end, which is right down the far end of the lake. And this is Callum's swim here. And again, I think he's fishing over the back. He's got one down that corner. There is one more swim down there. In fact, let's take you down there. Might as well. You can tell the electric fence is live. But yeah, this swim right down here is tucked away right at the bottom of the lake. And I think Callum and Dave were on about bringing a stalking rod down and just flicking out maybe like a little solid bag or something, because it looks really, really nice. Let me show you. There you go. There's lots of like overhanging trees and snags. I mean, I can imagine the fish get up here. And there we go. The weather is absolutely fantastic. Not ideal fishing conditions, but lovely for us. And yeah, I'm excited to see where this week takes us. There's every single chance that any fish I catch could be a PB. The boys have already told me I'm going to be getting buckets when I catch fish. So imagine I go and catch that 60 pounder. I mean, Callum and I did say if one of us catches a 60 pounder, we're both going to jump in the lake. You touched that electric fence yet, mate?
I
Huh?
put a bed chair against it yesterday and got a zap. Yeah,
Did you get zapped, did you?
yeah, so I found out it was electric. I leaned my bed chair against the fence, and the fence touched the electric fence.
Yeah.
And I grabbed my bed chair and was like, oh, jeez, not bad.
How was your night, mate? Couple of fish?
Yeah, all right. Broken sleep. Pretty tired now, but
Yeah.
good to go for marks.
That ghosty was nice.
Yeah, and ripped off as well, so it's
Yeah.
nice to get a proper bite. And then sturgeon. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, isn't it?
Yeah.
5, so.
I just explained as well about, obviously, this was on Majestic and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe could you explain like a little bit how you found it and why we chose this venue?
Yeah, so I've used Majestic before on my first trip out. It just makes it easier. They they deal with the middleman, to be honest. They are the middleman, should I say? Sorry. And it's just you put down a deposit. It's quite easy to select which lake you like. You go on, I think, difficulty, anglers, travel time, things like that. You can find it pretty simply.
And they got lots of lakes on there to choose from as well.
Yeah, loads. All different things. You got the ones with lodges, Strive and Survive. I think there's ones with like hot tubs and all sorts. So
Yeah.
You can really cater for all your needs.
Yeah.
And, there's no hassle. You put down a deposit, and then 10 weeks before you come, you pay the rest of it, and that's it.
Yeah, very straightforward process on it.
That's it. Yeah, and again, you meet the owner. Oh, hello. Meet the owner at the gate, and that's it.
Yeah, so we met Virginia, her name was.
That's it.
And she walked us around, showed us a little bit. Oh, there's a gravel bar out there, or there's a free pack of boilies and stuff. She's quite welcoming, wasn't she?
Yeah, the fact that I hate places that there's loads of rules. It's pretty straightforward. Don't be an idiot. Barbless hooks, and that's pretty much.
And
it,
away you go.
really.
Yeah.
You can do what you like in a sense. So it's good. I like it. It's been a good start. It's enjoyable.
Happy days. Well, hopefully the week continues like that, mate. Pick
That's
up
it.
some more fish, and hopefully we bring some more fish out and catch some whoppers as well.
I'd love for you to catch a 40. I'd love to see your face, because it's going to look massive in your hands as well.
What, my face?
A 40. I reckon you will. I reckon you'll have one.
Yeah.
Hello.
Good morning.
They agree as well. Lovely.
You were sleeping next to them last night, so I don't know what.
Oh my lord! You see, they've got like sheds that they live in. They must have been rutting or kicking in them. God Almighty! That and the acorn tree above my bivvy. I thought it was World War III.
When the shed is knocking, no, when the shed is rocking, don't come knocking.
I wouldn't want to be. You know what they say about horses.
Wow, look at this. Terry is into his first fish on the first morning. Sun beaming down. Lovely. I'll let him play it out, and I'll show you once he's got it in. Right, and there it is. Terry's first fish. Lovely. It went £26, 14, but we didn't take the sling off yet, so probably a low 20, but nice start for Terry, and yeah, well done, mate. Well, there we go. Terry is off the mark. £24.4, and I'll tell you what, the common was a really nice, like big scales, really clean. Put his dorsal fin up for the photo. Yeah, it's a really nice fish actually, and I just can't imagine what like twice the size of that's going to be like. I think the biggest fish I've seen on the bank was when Jim caught one on B1 on one of the Parker bait socials, and I think it was a mid 40. I don't know exactly how big it was, but it was a mid 40. And I remember seeing that on the bank and thinking, I was blown away by it. So to think that there's one in here that goes over 60, honestly will blow my mind. I've only ever had 230s. So that's why I think I'm going to get a few buckets if I do hook up on this trip. But yeah, there we go. Nice to see Terry catching. Obviously Callum's had a couple. So yeah, it's positive. It's positive. The fish are coming out. And he actually had that one on a pop-up, whereas Callum had his on bottom bait. So again, that's another positive. Well, the sun has come up. It's lovely now. We're into early afternoon. I can't believe just how quick today's gone. I felt like I woke up 5 minutes ago. Since then, obviously, Terry's had that common. The boys have whipped me up a sausage and bacon baguette, which was lovely. And I've just thought about what I'm going to do with my rods. Now, you wouldn't believe this, right? So I'm the only person here that's not using a bait boat. The other three using bait boats. You know my opinions on bait boats, guys. Like, I don't think I'm going to become a better angler by using a bait boat, you know. I need to be able to use my lead to clip up, wrap up, find the spots, tell me everything I need to know. And that's exactly what I did yesterday. When I got here, I chucked out my lead, I was finding spots. And there's a mix of like gravel and silt out there. Anyway, this right hand rod I've put out there. I sort of looked at the area where I wanted it, by the tree. Yeah, let's cast it out there. Nice gravel spot. If you go too close to the tree, there's too much leaf litter. If you bring it a rod length out, you got a nice tink, 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 nice flat gravel spot. I'm like, that's the one. So I put my right hand rod over there. Now get this, right? I was like, I'm gonna give them bait because I want one rod out there where I'm giving them bait. So these boys are dropping out kilos in their hoppers, 2 or 3 kilos in their hoppers. And I'm like, no, I'm not boating, I'm spodding. So I'm spodding out there. Again, it's gonna make me better at spodding. So it's only, that one's out at 12.5 wraps, so it's not far. But I'm spodding out there, hitting the spot, hitting the clip, bang, bang, bang. I ended up putting out the best part of 40 spods. Yes, 40 spods. And the mix was like a fruit and nutty mix. Parker Baits OG fruit and nut, 14 mil, mixed with pellet, hemp, maize, flat spot. All went in there, and that went out. And I did a whole green bucket. Yeah, it was like the best part of 40 spods. And I was like, okay, that's that one out. I've gone with a pineapple pop-up over the top on a Ronnie rig, just a little 14 mil one. Or 12 mil, sorry. Are they 12s or 14s? One of the smaller ones. And that's on a bright yellow. And that's been out there the whole time, not done any bites. So today I'm like, look, I'm not going to put any more bait out there. I know there's loads of bait out there. It hasn't done me a bite yet. So I'm going to leave it out there. No more bait is going over that until I get a bite. If not, I might put some out tomorrow. But today I'm not putting any more out on that spot. Middle rod, I started casting over towards the trees on the far margin because I was like, how could you not, right? And I've been casting lead over there. And I'll be honest with you, I was struggling to get over there. It's probably about 22, 23 wraps, so it's not even that far. But I was like, comfortably, I couldn't accurately hit that same spot every time. So I was like, you know what, I'll bring it back a bit. And I've brought it back, and again, it goes like silty into a nice gravel patch. And actually I found a spot that was, it's 10.2 wraps out. So it's not far out at all. Very comfortable. I know I'm fishing on a clear spot. So I've put out 20 spods over that. And that was an OG fish mix. So in that, I've done exactly the same. But obviously, rather than fruit and nut, I've done OG fish. So OG fish, 14 mil. I've got 18 mils as well, but I've just gone in with the 14 mils. The pellet, the hemp, the maize, the monster crab flat spot. That's gone out. I put 20 spods out on that one. So I got 40 spods out on that one, 20 spods out on that one. I thought, we'll see how the fish react to it. And in the left-hand one, I just put out a stringer. I put out a stringer of the boilies that she gave me when we turned up, because I'm like, if she gives them to everybody and everybody uses them, I'm like, how can you not try them? So I was like, I'll try them out. Tried them. Obviously, I've had nothing. So I'm like, okay. So today I'm like, you know what? I knew where I was fishing as well, because where I was casting the lead out for that one, I was casting out at like 17 wraps, and as I was reeling it in, it was getting like snagged up, but it was like, you could feel it was on like real like heavy rocks, and I was like, the lead was coming free, but it kept getting snagged every time. I'm like, oh, there's a snag, and it pulls through, and you're like, but it felt hard like a rock. And she did say there was rocks out there, like a plateau out there. Anyway, this morning, Callum's got his bait boat out there, and he went over, and I was like, look, I'll see if I can find this plateau for you. And it turns out I was half a rod length off it anyway. So, like, again, that comes into learning more about my leading and my markering and my finding my spots. You know, I'm learning that. So I was half a rod length off the spot. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have known that if I'd have just sent a boat out there. If I just sent a boat out there, there's no finding out, is there? There's no improving or getting better. So, yeah, it was half a rod length off that. So, I was just fishing stringers out there. I've reeled it in, and I've just put out 8 spods of pellet and 6 spods of boilie, because I just want pellet and boilie on that one. I don't want any particle. Again, different things, just trying to see what's going to pick up a bite. That one is, so the middle one is on a Ronnie again, with a small washed out pink OG fish wafter, and then the left hand one is on a D-rig, an OG fish hardened hooker 18mm with a yellow topper. So they've gone out 16.5 wraps on a left hand rod. So that is my spot. So that's where I'm fishing. I'll flick the camera around so you guys can see it in better detail, just in case I haven't shown you. So yeah, right hand rod, 12.5 wraps, just off that middle bushy tree sticking out there. I don't know if you can see the sort of like the dead sort of like twiggy tree there. I'm just the next tree along, not too tight, about a rod length off. And then the middle one, again, 10.5 wraps towards, or just over 10 wraps, I think that is, just towards, see where there's a tree in the background there with no leaves on it. So I'm sort of like between that and the one to the right. And then left hand one, I was fishing towards the tip of that big tree there, But it turns out I need to go half a rod length to the right and fish just on that little tree just next to it there. And that's at 16.5 wraps. So there we go, that's all 3 rods out and fishing. I'm going to enjoy the sun, have a few bevs, and yeah, I'm on holiday. Hopefully I can nail one. Got Dave over there, look, giving me a bit of, I don't know, he's laughing over there. He's laughing at me. They're laughing at me watching me doing a bit of vlogging. So the Terry swim over there is a real sun trap. It's beautiful. Right, I'll give you a little update later. Right, well, I thought I'd give you a quick update because today there's not been a lot going on. I mean, yeah, but there's been no sort of like real sort of like occurrences like, oh, I've had a run, I've lost it, that sort of thing. It's just very, I don't know, it's been very quiet on the fishing front. But what I would say is the social side of things have been brilliant. We've got Callum's cooking up some burgers over there. So we're going to go over there. We've just watched the Arsenal game as well. I'll put some footage up now, actually, of us watching the football. But yeah, we've just been over there, having a few drinks, watching a bit of footy, having a bit of a social, which is what it's all about. I mean, obviously I want to come here and I want to catch fish, but at the same time, you've got to enjoy yourself. You know, we're all off work, we're all just having a good time, and that's what it's about. So I'm going to flip the camera around because the sun is going down, the clouds are red, and it looks absolutely stunning. So I'm going to flip the camera around and yeah, show you guys my view. Wow, look at this. This is absolutely stunning. I don't exactly know where the sun is going down, but the moon's coming up through the clouds over there. Look at that. Looks awesome. I did think that we were gonna, between us, not myself, but between us, I did think that we'd have a few more fish out. I mean, I'll be honest, being a little bit naive, I did think that I would have had one by now, but it just hasn't happened. It really hasn't happened. I mean, I said to Callum earlier, I said I've put those 3 rods out now. Today I haven't put out any bait on the right hand rod. I put out 40 bombs yesterday, and I've not had anything on that rod, so I was like, I'm not going to put out bait on that. The middle rod had 20 spods out. Again, there's been no reaction on that. I'm confident it's over a clear spot. There's bait on the spot. The rigs are fishing fine. I did reel them in earlier and just rechuck them, and they came in fine. They hadn't been chewed by crays. They were all presented nicely. And obviously the left hand rod, I put out, I think it was 8 spods of pellet and 6 spods of boilie. So each rod now is fishing over bait, and they're all on clear spots. So they're staying out overnight. If I don't have anything overnight, tomorrow I might think about, it's still early though, this is the thing, it's still early. If I don't have anything tomorrow, I might think about fishing in a silt or those softer patches. But I don't want to, it's my first time in France. I understand that you might not catch straight away, but it is sort of like that pressure on you that you haven't caught a fish yet. You know, I've been here for well over 24 hours now, not even had a bite, and I'm dominating most of the water here. So I don't know, it's an interesting one, but what I am going to do is have a few more beers with the boys over there, enjoy the social, enjoy a bit of food, and worry more about the fishing tomorrow if I haven't had anything. But if I do catch something in the night, I'll let you know.
No.
Right, we're in Callum's swim. He's just had a bit of a drop back. He's got something on.
There's something on the end, but it's not very big.
Apparently it's not very big. So let's see what's going on. You did have a roach earlier, mate. Let's hope it's not that again.
It's a bream.
Oh my gosh, it's actually a slab. It's a big bream.
That's a unit.
Oh my god. So you've had now a roach, a bream, a sturgeon, and a ghost carp.
Yeah.
That's quite a big bream. I didn't even know they were in there, mate.
What did I? Managed to get the biggest so far on the trip. £28.4. So yeah, Aaron couldn't bother to wake up. So yeah, nice, happy days.
My way.
They double in size. Yeah, off to a nice start. Happy days.
Beautiful. Lovely.
That was the fish.
That was the fish part.
Fish fart.
Well, it's the second morning now, and Callum's just shouted over because he is in again.
Hello.
Hello, mate. All right. Morning.
Yeah, I was putting the boat out. Where's the rod's gone?
Just as you was putting the boat out.
I didn't redo that rod off that fish.
Last night when you had that 28, did you try and wake me up?
Nah.
Oh.
You were out of it, mate.
Was
you
I?
were zonked.
Yeah. You're on 'em, mate. You are.
Sorry, mate. You can probably be.
Boom.
What's the tail saying?
Oh, I'm scared. Well done, mate. Cup number 3. Well, there we go then. There's Callum's. What's that? Third carp, mate?
Third carp.
Third carp. Just a shade over £20. Nice, mate.
Starting to come good now, isn't it?
Got to be happy with that. Yeah, you're having a few now.
2 different spots. 3 different spots have all done carp now. So
Yeah, happy days. That's like a real leather carp. There's no scales on that.
on the top there's a few, but
Yeah.
it's a nice cool little fish. Perfect to the mouth. Yeah, happy days.
Nice, mate. Well done.
That's obviously how she pulls them in.
And there we go. It is now Monday morning. Obviously, Callum had that one last night. Nice one. And he's literally just had that one now, just over £20. So he's had a few now, which is great. I mean, it shows that the fish are feeding, but they're all coming out down that end. It's getting to the point now where I'm thinking, do I need to start thinking about what I'm doing? Do I stick and persist with what I'm doing and hopefully the fish find a bait, or do I twist and change my options? What I would say is his fish are coming off of that far tree line, so I'd be tempted. I mean, obviously I've had nothing out in the middle. I'd be tempted to chuck my left hand rod right up tight against that tree line. But yeah, there's a lot to think about. I mean, I guess when you come fishing and you're catching, you haven't really got to think about much, have you? I mean, if you're just catching, you just rinse and repeat, isn't it? But yeah, if you're not catching, you've got to start questioning what you're doing and whether your tactics and what you're doing is right. So yeah, interesting one today. It's going to be an interesting one. It's an absolutely, well, another beautiful day today. Sun coming through the trees. It's going to be a nice warm one again. Again, not ideal for fishing, but I'm not going to complain when I'm sat out there by the lake, topping up my tan. But I'm just off round now to the lodge to use the facilities. I definitely need a shower, which is good to have that on site. So yeah, let's go up there and do what we got to do. Right, here we go. Got some cupboards, a sink, oven, fridge, a couple of bedrooms, look. And the lake is literally just there. It's lovely. Right, let's have a look at this shower. Oh yeah, that'll do. That will do. Well, it is midday now on Monday, and yeah, I've just changed things up a little bit. I mean, the right and the middle one are the same. I've just thrown sticked about half a kilo of fruit and nut boilie over onto that right hand spot, because obviously haven't put any bait out there for the last couple of days. or since I put out those 40 spods, so I thought I'll just keep a little bit of bait trickling over there, not too much. Middle rod, obviously I put 20 spods out over that a couple of days ago, so I've just topped out with another 5, and that's a real fishy, OG fishy mix. And then the left hand rod, I've actually moved my spot now. I didn't put too much bait out there yesterday. I think I put 8 spods of pellet and 6 spods of OG fish boilies. But now I'm actually fishing a lot further and a lot closer towards the far bank, because that's where Callum's been picking up his fish on the opposite side. We've seen them showing there. So my left hand rod, I've pushed it right to the back now, and it's up against the trees, probably about half a rod length off. It's quite snaggy over there, so you've got to be careful. But I've gone over there with 10 spods of pellet and 8 spods of OG fish boilies. But I think we're about to head off to the supermarket to top up on some supplies. So I'm going to bring my rods in now. The bait's just gone out, so I'm going to let that settle. Hopefully the fish find it, moving on it. And when we come back, I'll get the rods out. And I don't know if you can hear that. There's a church over there. And on the hour, every hour, the church bells ring. Now, at night, they do it, but only for about 4 or 5 bell chimes or whatever, whatever you call it. I don't know. But yeah, it's midday right now, and they've been going on for a while. So, but again, like I said earlier, look at this for a view. Beautiful, isn't it? Right, let's get these rods in. Let's go to the shop. Well, that's where we've just been, the old Intermarché. Super. And it is super, it's massive. They've got everything in there. Well, we are now back at the lake. Quick pit stop at the shop for some supplies. And of course, I put that bait out a couple of hours ago, so I've rested the swim for a couple of hours. The bait that I've put out there, that's been out there for a couple of hours. Hopefully some fish have found it. We're going to just get out there, 3 rods, bang, 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 get them out there. And yeah, I'm probably going to go OG fish pop-ups. Or should I go for a hardened hooker? I might mix it up. I might go pop-up, hardened hooker, and probably a pineapple pop-up. That's what I think I'm going to do. Just gone 4 o'clock and sun's gone in. Quite a lot of cloud cover now. This bivvy, by the way, really, really enjoying it. But yeah, no response to the bait going in as of yet. Not really seeing much sign of movement out there. There's loads of these little, like, what are they, water boatmen, aren't they? Little bug things that skim across the top of the water. Loads of them. But yeah, very, very quiet. We've been here for, what, 3 days now? And he's had 3 carp. Now, that doesn't scream like an action-packed runs water to me. Like, I'm not being funny, Dave and Callum are quite good anglers. I know they're bait boating, but they are quite good anglers. And Terry's not a bad angler, you know, and I'd like to think that I'm not not bad. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a great angler, but I know sort of what I'm doing, you know, and it's just been quite tough, you know. It's, I don't know, yeah, it's just, you can't really do much more. You can do what you think you can, and then it's just down to the fish, isn't it? So, trying different colours, bottom baits, pop-ups, wafters, D-rigs, spinner rigs. I think Callum's using a combi rig, and, you know, the only thing I haven't tried is a solid bag. I didn't bring my solid bag stuff with me, to be honest, but you can't, unfortunately, you can't zig here, because I think where the weather's been quite nice for the last few days, I think I definitely would have gone on the zigs if I could, but you can't. But it's time to head back to the social tent, if you like. I mean, the social side of things have been brilliant. We've been watching the football and having drinks, listening to music and stuff. So yeah, it's been good. Callum's decided he's going to start touching the electric fence. He's going to tell us if it's working. Callum, is it working? Lick your finger first.
Good. No, it's not working.
You made me jump. I'm not even touching it. Go on, touch that one.
I can't.
Why can't you?
So I'm not going to put my...
Oh, get your finger on it.
No,
Get your...
no.
Go on.
This is the one I want to touch.
Can you hear it pulsating?
You can hear the battery clicking. Look. Come on, listen.
What about the fence?
I know exactly where it is.
Now, don't go. The closer you're going to the battery, the stronger the current's going to be, isn't it? Surely. Mate, I'm not... Oh, for God's sake. You can literally hear it pulsating.
Oh,
Did it get you?
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
oh. No, it doesn't hurt. Have a go.
No, I'm not having a go.
You know, like the battery.
I'll hold your hand whilst you do it.
Right, come on.
Oh, God. Is this stupid?
You ready?
Yeah, don't grab my hand and put it on the fence.
No.
No, I don't know, mate. I don't know. Hang on. Go on. Yeah, that got me. Yeah, that definitely works. Oh, mate. Poor horses. Is that what happens if they want to get out?
Yeah, it's like one of those lighters, isn't it? Like a cigarette lighter thing.
Oh, mate, that's shocking. Hey! That's the way it's going at the moment. Because what else is happening?
Oh.
Not a lot. Although, actually, do you want to tell the people about your new edition?
No.
All right, fair enough. Don't worry about it. Never happened.
Don't put me on it like that.
Now he feels guilty, so he's going to be like, oh, yeah, we can do if you want. Yeah. So, basically, he's got the extension. How long you had the extension? You've had that a while, though? Or...
2 years.
Oh, right. You've used it before? You've never used it?
Yeah, never.
All right, okay.
This is why I went to the cribs.
Yeah, welcome to Cribs, yeah.
Fox.
We're not going in, because I don't even want to know what's inside your bivvy.
There's a shitter under the bed.
Exactly.
What, emergency feet on it?
Yes.
Fox XD extension.
Other bivvies are available.
Other boobies.
Other, yeah.
Oh, mate, I'm willing to push this full front Aussie. There you go. Well, obviously I've got to do that. It's normally you have to buy them separate. But
Yeah, it
no,
does look
comes with
cheeky.
all of them. Front on, PVC.
Well, I am off to see Terry. His swim is actually the furthest swim away from us. So we've got obviously 2 lads down there watching the rods. I've got my receiver, but they'll jump straight on it if they need to. And I'm going to go and see Terry. This lake, I tell you, this lake is absolutely ideal for a social. The only thing is the lodge lake, the lodge swim, and the next swim along, which is my swim, or, well, right next to me. When I say it's quite far away, it's too far to leave your rods. Like, you couldn't fish in my swim and sleep in a lodge. Like, it's just too far away. But like I say, those boys are down there, so that'll be fine. Oh, look at this, caught in the act. We've got another dirty cheater over here, look. Using the old bait boats. Oh, there's fish though in there. Terry's all right. He's just done his 3 rods with his bait boat. And yeah, that's what I mean. I'm up against it because where I'm not using the boat, obviously, to get bait out, I'm spotting, which in turn is obviously causing a lot of disturbance in my swim. Obviously, I'm leading about for spots. I did it mainly all my first bit of leading as soon as I got here, so I didn't have to do it again. But of course, every time I need to get bait out, I'm just smash, 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 you know, so. And then, like my left hand rod, it took me about 8 or 9 times to get it out because I wasn't happy with it. I cast it, nope, not happy, reeled it in. Cast it, not happy, reeled it in. Cast it, not happy, reeled it in. But it is where I want it now, but I'm just a little bit worried that there's crays over there, and I don't want to go into the night sitting there thinking, oh, is it fishing? Is there bait on there? So I'm going to reel all 3 rods in now, rebait them, rechuck them before it gets dark, and then that'll be it for the night. And then hopefully, I really hope I catch one tonight. Oh, come on. Right, I'm just redoing the right hand rod, and I've just had 2 beeps on the left hand rod, which is that one against the far tree line over there. So go on, please go, please go. Maybe I'll leave that one for a minute. Let's get this right hand rod back out. Right, well, I thought I'd do a quick update before I turn in for the night. It's hard to know what to film when there's nothing going on. We didn't expect this, or I certainly didn't expect this at all. And speaking to the other guys, again, I think it was a similar thing. We knew that obviously fishing's fishing, and you don't come to venues and expect to catch, but when you're told on the website it's a runs water, it's meant to be high action fishing and things like that. And I don't blame the guys that run the venue, because it probably is, but it's just fishing, right? Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. And at the moment, it's not happening. So hopefully something clicks and turns on and the fish start feeding. I can take a little bit of positives in the fact that, it sounds wrong, but the other guys aren't having it off, you know. If Callum had 6 or 7, David had 6 or 7, and Terry had 6 or 7, then I'd be sat here thinking, what's going on? But obviously Dave hasn't had nothing, I haven't had nothing, Callum's had the 3, and Terry's only had the 1, so we're all struggling to a degree. Obviously Callum's had a few more, but it's hard to know what to do, because there's nothing obvious for me that I look at and think I shouldn't be doing that, or I should change this, or, you know, I'm trying all the baits that I know that work, or work back in the UK. I'm confident in the spots, I'm confident in the rigs, like, I don't know what more I can do. Yeah, obviously first time in France, new experience for me, but I just hope, sorry, that's the light gone. I just hope that I can have something. But then again, like I said to the boys, it only takes 1 fish for me to make my week, you know. If I go and catch like a 50 or 60 pounder, even a 40 pounder, that would be an absolute, like, just unbelievable achievement for me. So yeah, even though I've not had anything yet, it only takes 1 bite, 1 fish, and it'll make the whole trip. But that's it, I'm going to turn in for the night now, and obviously I'll let you know how it goes through the night. If I catch anything, then I'm sure you'll see it coming up next. If not, it'll be the morning. And back to the drawing board. I'm kind of confident that my left hand rod's going to go. You've got to be, haven't you? Come on, the carp. Right, well, it is 20 to 1 in the morning. You join me in Dave's swim next door, because he's only gone and got one in the net. Looks like a mirror, Dave?
A mirror, I think.
Nice. Right, let's get him out and weigh him up. I don't think it's massive, but that's Dave off the mark. Well, there she is. Nice mirror. I won't get too close because she's been flapping. I don't want to get soaked. There you go. And there she is. She topped the scales at £21.10. First one for you, Dave, off the mark.
Yes, mate. Yeah, £21.
Got to be happy with that.
It's been a while, mate. It's nice to see a little bend in the rod and actually get one in the net, to be fair.
Yeah, nice one. Well done, mate.
So,
right, we'll get some photos for you, mate.
Hopefully start as we mean to go on now.
Yeah.
Happy days.
First of many.
Sweet as.
Right, let's get some photos, mate. Oh, she wants to go back. Don't worry about that. There she goes. There's a bit of a gutty one, that, as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well done, mate. Nice one. Happy days.
Beautiful.
Well, it is 1:45 in the morning, and I've just lost one. It was right hand rod, which was over, that's the one I put loads of bait out on the first day. And I've not had anything on it, and I just thought that was the least likely rod to go. And it wasn't a screaming run, it was just beep, beep, beep. I've gone out there, and as I'm looking at it, the bobbin's going up, and I'm like, I'm hitting it. Got over there, hit it, bang, I'm into it. I could feel it, but it felt like it was snagged. And it didn't run or anything, so it obviously picked up, hooked itself, and I don't know, it was weird, because it was like, it was on, but it was sort of snagged at the same time. And I've just held the rod up high, give it a little wow down, and as I've wowed down, it's come free, and I'm like, oh, I've lost it. I've reeled in, and the line's just snapped, like, well, not snapped, it's almost like it's been cut. So whatever has happened, the fish has obviously managed to cut me off. It's fine, the lead will drop, but he's gonna have the rig in his mouth now, so yeah. I waited 3 days for that bite. I got snapped off. Oh, let's go back out. Well, it's 9:20 on Tuesday, and I'm smiling from ear to ear because my left hand rod is in, and I've got a banging comment in the net. Come on! Oh, I was in such a mood when I lost that one last night, and obviously now this one's gone off and I've landed it. Sorry I didn't play the fight or anything, I was just concentrating on making sure I got it. I couldn't lose another one. But that was a left hand rod with an OG fish, hardened hooker, and a little yellow topper. I'm just so happy. I've caught my first French carp. Get in. Let's weigh it up. I don't know how big it is.
Quick cock out.
31.2.
Now we're all caught on
Okay.
First one of the trip for me after losing that one last night. Gutted, but so happy to finally get my first French carp. And not only first one, but PB. So yeah, PB common 31.3, and very happy with that. Thank you, Mr. Common. And there we go.
I'm having this one then.
Go on then, boys, take it away. Come on! Oh, what a great release.
£31.
Good work, Aaron. Well done, mate.
Cheers, boys. Oh, and there we go. I'm so happy, so happy. Finally, after, like I say, after losing that one last night. Oh, to have that one. Not only to just get the burden of a blank out of the way, but also a new PB, a common, which is my favourite. And yeah, it was a real sort of like short and fat egg football shape. But honestly, yeah, I'm so happy to have had that. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I know there's bigger in it. There's one in it that's twice the size of that. Could you imagine? But I must say, it does feel like the bites are going to start coming now, because like I said, I lost one last night. So the one I lost last night was this one on the right hand rod. Pineapple pop-up over the fruit and nut. And it didn't run. It only beeped 3 times. Both of my bites have done the same thing. I've just had beep, beep, beep. The one on the right hand one that I lost, it went beep, 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 and I got out the bivvy, looked at it, and the bobbin was going up, and it was still going forward, and I was thinking, right, I better hit it. So I've hit it, and then straight away, it was in like a, you could feel the line grazing on something. I could feel the fish kicking, but I could feel the line grazing on something. And I sort of like held it high and sort of waited for the fish to maybe move out of the snag or whatever it was. And nothing was happening, and I thought, I need to wind down and put more pressure on it. So as I've wound down, the rod tip just gone, and it's just come out. And I've reeled in, and obviously there's no weight on it, and I'm like, I've lost the fish. I was expecting, obviously, the lead to have dropped and me just get my rig back. I've reeled in, the line's just been sliced, and I felt the line around it, and it was like all like frayed. So I don't know if it just done me on a sharp rock, because I'm well enough away from the snags, and when I led it around there I didn't feel no snags, so it must have been something sharp under there. But yeah, and then this one, left arm rod, which was over to the spot that I moved to yesterday, which is you know, on that far margin over there, just to the right of that dead tree. There's like an indent and about half a rod length off it. And I did have a couple of beeps on that throughout the night, and then this morning again, same thing, 3 beeps, bobbin pulled up slowly, and I hit it and we were in. And also, one thing I would say is, like, it didn't really fight that well until it got under the rod tip. It was just slowly plodding left, slowly kiting left. And I was thinking, this is a bit weird, it's coming in too easy. Got under the rod tip, and it's like, it's really deep, right under the rod tip, and all the fight was just under the rod tip. And obviously it's a barbless hook rule here, so I'm trying to fight it under the rod tip. I got these boys all watching me, and I'm thinking, oh, don't lose it, don't lose it, don't lose it. Because obviously after that one last night, if I'd lost this one as well, I probably would have packed up and gone home. But obviously Terry netted it for me, and what a relief that was. And yeah, stunning fish. And now I can add, where's my badge? Oh, it's on my other hat. I've got a £30 mirror badge on there, and I said when I catch my first 30 common, I'll stick that on there as well. So yeah, £30 mirror, £30 common, and a new PB. Right, well, you'll never believe what happened. I'm down with Callum in his swim. That is a very autumnal bit of bait going on there. How are you, mate? All right?
Yeah, I'm so well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm buzzing, right? But something even weirder happened last night.
What's that?
Now, I'm going to put this on screen now, because Dave had a couple of fish last night. These guys saw the first one that he had, because I was there filming it, but I missed what happened to the second fish he had. What happened, Cal?
Well, however many fish are in here, and we've been told there's 25 sturgeon, and what was it, 30 koi?
30 odd koi, yeah.
And we've managed to catch one of the sturgeon, and both managed to catch the same ghost carp.
So Dave actually caught the same
Yeah.
ghost carp you had, and we've looked at the pictures, mate, it's the same.
Yeah,
It was the
two
same
hook-
weight,
2 hook holds in its mouth, like fresh hook hold.
2 fresh hook holds in its mouth.
I
That's
was like-
mental.
It's exactly the same weight, 20 on 14, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Crazy.
How did you get on last night, mate? Do you have anything, or?
Nothing.
Nothing, no?
I was extremely tired yesterday.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I zonked out. I must have had about 10 hours skip, I think. So,
Yeah.
but I hedged my bets a little bit. So I've been fishing close to the far margin.
Yeah.
On top of the shelf. So there's like a shelf with about 2 rod lengths off.
Yeah.
Where it goes from 9 foot into about 5 or 6 or 7, whatever. But I brought them off all into the bottom of the shelf.
Yeah.
And had a really weird occurrence on the left hander. Pulled out a clip, dropped right the way back.
Yeah.
Don't know what it is. I think because we're fishing up on the shelf, possibly well, that wasn't on the shelf, is it anymore? I've sort of noise that theory out, I think.
Yeah,
Obviously, maybe savage liners, but
Terry's been getting the same thing.
yeah, I don't know. It's very strange.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
But positive, a few more fish today?
Yeah, I think what we now Tuesday, don't we? Tuesday, Monday,
Tuesday. We're Tuesday today.
So yeah, I think this is where it starts to push on a little bit.
Yeah, and obviously with those bites last night, I said to Terry, maybe something's clicking and the fish are getting down on the food more, and you know, first couple of days it's all.
These lakes are fished virtually just 8 months a year solid, so
Yeah.
they know that kind of when.
That's me. I'm in. It's dropped back. I'm hitting it. Well, false alarm. I got to my rod, lifted into it. It dropped back massively. The line was slack. Picked it up, hit it, and there was nothing there. Which is funny because that's exactly what Callum was just talking about, and it's the same thing that's been happening to Terry over there. Callum is literally there. It's like 100 meters, not even that. But that run actually did come off the same rod as I had that fish on. I threw it out and it was out there for about 10 minutes, and then I had that occurrence. So maybe there's fish out there feeding up against that back margin. I'm very, very tempted to move my middle rod and stick it over there as well. In fact, I might do that and have 2 rods over there. Makes sense, right, doesn't it? That middle rod's done nothing out in the middle. Well, I've just cast out the middle rod over to where I've been getting the bites on the left arm rod, because that middle rod's been out in the open water and not done a sniff the whole time. And obviously now I'm getting action on the left arm rod. I'm definitely getting occurrences. I know I've only had 1 fish, but I'm getting occurrences on that left arm rod. The bobbin keeps going up. There's fish feeding down there. So I thought I have to get the the middle rod over there as well. So the middle one's a D-rig with a matcher hatch OG fish wafter. The left one's a Ronnie rig with 3/4 of a OG fish hardened hooker and a yellow topper. That's what done the bite. But there we go, I've got 2 rods now over onto where I've done the fish, and 1 rod over where I had the bite and lost it. I'll get some more bait out later, but I'm going to leave them for a couple of hours. Don't want to disturb anything just yet. Another beautiful day as well, look at that. Absolutely stunning. So here it is. This is a common carp, and let me tell you, this is a mirror carp on my fishing hat. Now I said when I catch a 30-pound mirror, I'll put the 30-pound mirror badge on my hat. And now I've gone and caught a 30-pound common, I can add a 30-pound common to it. The only thing is, obviously it's a French common, but I've still caught a 30-pound common. So it's not my English PB, but it's my French PB, my first French fish. And whether it's from France or England, I've still caught a 30-pound common. So I'm going to put it on my hat. Maybe I'll put it on the other side. Maybe I'll put it above, or I don't know. I'll have to think about it and let you know. But for now, it's going right there. I need to get a 30-pound koi next. Lovely. Right, well, I'm back up in Terry's swim, and there's been a bit of feng shui going on. I think he's moved his rods about. Tell you what, that sun, it's beautiful. Absolutely pucker. Right, update on the rod situation. Right, so the rods have been split up. I think this one is now across that back margin over there. This one, which I'm interested to see what happens with this one, because Terry's rested this bit of the water, this bit of the lake up here, which is, I think this could be quite good. I think he's chucked one over towards that willow over there now, and then a left-hand rod is going over towards, there's a hole over there where that willow is. You've got like a dead tree, and then you've got the tall trees there. There's like a hole in there. So, be interesting to see what happens. But there we go, yeah, look at this. Absolutely stunning. Well, we're back over in Dave's swim. Just sat, having a chill.
Mid-water.
And his rod's gone. Mid-water, very interesting. But there we go. Nice to see a day bite as well.
I'm moving all my freeze mid.
Come on, Davey boy. It's going mad in the net. Sturgeon! It's only 5 in here and we've had 2.
That's a bigger than the one I had.
Yeah. Look at the snout on it.
Thank you for watching The South Coast Angler. Please like and subscribe.